Hey, thanks for checking out the video. If you all like it, please like and subscribe, and hope you all enjoy it. Have a great rest of the day. So what are you all going to be making today?
We have bread dough over here that I've already split into loaves. Go ahead.
Okay. You need to go ahead and start. What do you think?
Let's get the coals out and then I'll start on it.
So some bread dough and stuff?
We have bread dough here. So we'll have 4 bread loaves, and then Moravian sugar pretzels, which are crushed almonds, egg yolk, flour, and butter. It'll make like a pretzel dough. We'll form those and then we'll brush them with egg white and sugar to make a crust on them. So.
Yeah, I think that I've kind of, for my recipes, for whenever I make bread at events, though, you kind of don't heat the water up. You don't want it warm, but you don't want it cool either. You kind of want it to be that happy medium.
In the middle, yes.
You know, somewhere between I guess lukewarm and cool.
Right.
You know, for helping the bread rise and stuff, though. But then if the recipe calls for a little bit of sugar, you got to save a little bit for the top of it too.
Exactly. Yeah, get a little sprinkle, a little crust on there.
But I guess I was talking to someone who does a lot of historic baking too, and that's what they say. Oh well, heck, I mean, I guess that'll help me a little bit though, you know. And but that's the cornmeal you said, right?
Yeah,
earlier?
cornmeal that you could use to test the temperature of the oven.
Okay. I know for all my cooking, it's kind of hard too to know to really figure out how hot it is, though.
Exactly. Most of this is just feeling, you know.
I know for all my demos, I always just, it's kind of one of those things where I just look at it, and if you see steam seeping out from, or smoke steeping out from under the lid, it's like, well, maybe I better go check it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like there's visual cues to help you out, or
little weird things like that and stuff, though.
Yes.
But that's so cool, though, and all that sort of stuff. That y'all are doing that, though, so it's
Thank you. Yeah, we're having fun.
So where do you all get your all's redware and stuff?
A lot of this is from Westmore Pottery in Seagrove.
That's where I get all mine too, though. Interestingly enough,
and her prices are absolutely
very reasonable.
Affordable. Yes, for handmade pottery. So both of those are from there. Some of this is he works at Bethabra in Winston-Salem, and we get some of our pottery from there as well because we have friends who make Moravian style pottery. This is from New Salem.
Yeah.
Okay, and where's that?
Randleman, just outside of Randleman. Howland, Eleanor, Pugh. They're actually still using. They dig all their own clay, and they're in a 18th century pottery, one of the Alamance school potteries. I forget whose it is, but yeah, they're open by invitation. But send them an email and go out there, man. And they own a lot of like the Al's teapot that's so famous. They own it, that Mesda has. So they're kind of like they're the source. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so
Hi,
cool.
Folks. Welcome. I was just explaining to them we're baking some bread, and we're just about ready to put the dough in. And then we're also making some sugar pretzels with crushed almonds, sugar, egg yolk, flour, and butter. And we'll make those in a baking dish like that. Right now what he's doing is scraping out the coals from the bottom of the oven because it's about the temperature we want it to be. Once he's done doing that, we'll take this unofficial mop and we'll dunk it in some water in the water basin over there, and we'll mop off the bottom to try to get the ash off. Then we'll take our bread dough and we'll place it directly on the bottom of the oven itself, and that'll take about 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions,
So the clay oven just stores enough heat for it to cook that.
it does. Yes, it does. And you can temper it. So you could, the best way to do it is to, the first time that you fire the oven is to set a fire really, really hot and get it as hot as you possibly can, and prepare the clay so that later on it'll continue to heat up to about that temperature. And you can do that with brick too, like fire brick. You can temper it before you actually bake things in it. This oven is made out of a stick framing with what's called daubing, that's clay, sand, and straw. And you can see the front there, we actually just rebuilt that part because it was crumbling off. So this wouldn't have been a very permanent oven.
Keep knocking your fancy new front and messing it up, and I feel bad about it.
Yeah. We'll rebuild
probably, look in there, that's probably about as good as we're going to get without a hoe.
also quite a bit in
I know.
there.